How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is another episode of YAKUZA 0, and in today's episode we're on a cruise ship again. Last episode, as you may remember if you watched it at the end, to the very end, I finished in the middle of a cutscene. Because another reminder, this is Devilian's gameplay. His channel will be in the description, just so you know. Just so you can't accuse me of stealing footage from another channel without even mentioning that. And also, if you still will accuse me of that, then I did ask him for permission and he let me use it, so here you go. This is not me playing, I'm just sitting here watching my own footage. Blah blah blah. I've been sitting here for 2 hours and I think I ran out of fucking things to talk about. I was gonna look up one thing. The whole weird story about YAKZUA's face being changed for the Western release of this game, so let me look it up. YAKUZA... Lao Gui, I think his name was. Lao Gui, there we go. Maybe there's some trivia about him. Blah blah blah. Well, this is the story explanation for him, his fighting style, and there's the trivia. In the Chinese version of YAKUZA 0, Lao Gui has a different appearance, modeled after and voiced by Hong Kong actor Sam Lee. So I was saying the story of how, and it is in the Chinese version. The guy who was the final boss of Dojima's story that the villain, well, alright, I fought in the last episode, right? The Dojima, goddammit, Goro Majima fought in the last episode, right? Was the Chinese assassin named Lao Gui. And I was keep calling him the Lizard Man because he looks absolutely like a fucking lizard. He looks fucking scary. He doesn't even look like a human. If you gave him like lizard eyes, I wouldn't. He would totally look like some kind of alien lizard that tries to pretend to look like a human. And in the Chinese version, this dude looks absolutely different. He looks actually normal. And here you go. He is voiced and modeled after Sam Lee, a Chinese actor. And the reason they changed him apparently in the Western version is because Sam Lee was accused of sexual harassment. And now I ask. No one outside of China probably fucking knows who the fuck Sam Lee is. So why the fuck did you change him in the Western versions and not the Chinese version? Shouldn't the Chinese version get rid of his appearance? Because they would be like, oh, it's Sam Lee, the sexual predator. He's an assassin. He's a sexual assassin. They were like joking around about it. Instead, they fucking changed his appearance in the Western versions, which we wouldn't even fucking know who the fuck that is without looking it up anyway. So, who the fuck cares? Oh look, his dad killed himself. Who the fuck gives a shit? Oh man, so sad. Obviously he had to give me a good reason, like, oh, not so bad, I had a rough childhood. Yeah, no shit, you had a rough childhood. Nobody fucking with fucking grade A's joins a fucking YAKUZA operation. Stupid idiot. I fucking hate whenever villains do that. You know, instead of fighting me, instead of insulting me that, oh, you wasted all this time to get to me, and now what are you gonna do? Beat me up? I won. Whatever. No, now he's gonna tell me about his sad backstory, blah blah blah, like he couldn't tell it before. Now he's gonna try to get me like sad. Oh, in the end, blah blah blah. Yeah, cool, good for you. By the way, I'm sitting here for, this is like the third hour I'm sitting here and recording commentary, so I kinda ran out of things to talk about. I'm looking at Twitter right now just to think of something. I don't know, guys, I think I talked about everything. I wanna look something. Oh yeah, new K of the Kangaroo game, there was like a be a teaser trailer? No, it's not it's a teaser, a little bit. Like, official K of the Kangaroo Twitter page posted like a little GIF of like a little bit of the world from the game, which looks very interesting. There's an interview with the creators. I'm really glad K of the Kangaroo gets to see. I hope it's just called KO4. That'd be cool. I hope it's not like a... I mean, I hope it's a reboot, but if it's a... I don't know, it doesn't have to be a reboot. It's like not this chaotic story fucking needs a reboot. That gets so complicated, so many characters that it needs a reboot. It just simply could start with KO hanging out, chilling on a hammock again. Then some villain shows up and he's like, I'm gonna destroy the forest you all live in. And KO's like, no you won't, and then he goes on an adventure to kill him. That's all he... defeat him. And that's all he has to be.
お前が思ってるほど真っ当な男じゃねえ。殻の一粒にしても
Now here's a revelation. You only have one birthday, the rest are just anniversaries.
そいつに何人もの課題を巻き込んでしまったのは
Born every fucking year.
結局んとこ堂島の親父に
man,
見た風間じゃ
I
ね
was gonna look something up, but hold on.
あの風間の頭ないずれ女や立花が危険にさらされることを想定できたはずだ
Still talking? What you talking about?
つまりあの人だっててめえの
Nothing fucking interesting. Soon he's gonna release that reveal that he, oh, you know, there's the more evil guy who I work for. He's gonna show up and be like, I was the villain of this game all along. Some fucking wizard's gonna show up and be like, I'm the villain. Just like in Kiwami, they do that. I mean, in YAKUZA 1, when Jingo shows up at the end, and he's like... Jingo shows up at the end of the game, never mentioned before, maybe a little alluded to that there's some politician who might have been involved. And then he shows up at the end and he's like, I was the villain all along. And you're like, who the fuck is that piece of shit? What? What? It's not real Sony. Oh man. I just saw a tweet that Sonic Adventure gets a remake, but then I posted by Sony. But oh wait a minute. That's not real Sony account. Okay. I almost got fooled. I almost did. You won't get me. I really fucking dig this tattoo, not colored. It looks so fucking cool. Dragon with no eyes. I would totally get a fucking tattoo like that, but not colored. And Kiryu in just white pants, white shoes, and the black tattoo at the back. Now that's a fucking cool look. I feel like this whole fucking shirt ruins everything. This doesn't make him look very serious. So there is no Sonic Adventure remake. Good, because the game fucking sucks. I mean, I guess if they remade it and made it actually good, then sure. Sonic Adventure 2 also sucks. Sonic Heroes also sucks. Well, no, I like Heroes. I played it on PC. Yeah, I played on PC. Played PC version like no one ever did. Well, maybe not. Maybe some people did. I think my throat is going to turn off soon because I feel like I'm fucking dying. I feel like I'm gonna get a sore throat and we're gonna need to get cold medicine. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing interesting. I was gonna look up all the games that were revealed during the Sony PS5 reveal. All games from PS5, let's check it out. Because I really think, in the last episode of the Angry Video Game Adventures, I talked about every game that, well, maybe not every one, maybe I missed one. The Xbox Series X reveal, they revealed all the new games. Yeah, I'm missing all the cool action. You guys can watch it. I got games to share my opinions on. Where the fuck are the games? Well, there you go. Spider-Man Miles Morales. I played Spider-Man on PS4. That's the new one that everyone likes so much. I liked it, sure. It wasn't I don't know, it just nothing impresses me. I get impressed whenever I play a game and I find something to be so fucking fun. I don't get impressed by beautiful graphics or fucking touching stories. Well, the touching stories kind of impressed me that some story manages to make me actually feel emotions. Unlike this story game, which I don't give a fuck who the fuck is even this guy. I don't even care to remember his name. All I know is that he's the third evil guy from Dojima's family, that's all. Oh, I broke his arm. Look at his shoulders, I just broke the fucking shoulders. He's like a middle-aged man and he survives all that, but you know, man, no one will survive a kick in the guts like that. Who cares? It's a YAKUZA game. Q should be dead from a punch like that. This guy should have a broken hip now or something. But no one cares. The thing I don't really like about this game's story is that Kiryu's story, apart from all the relationship with Nishiki, like this guy doesn't really affect the story of YAKUZA all that much. You know, like Nishiki and Kiwami, like the story or events that happen in YAKUZA Kiwami actually affect of what happens in YAKUZA Kiwami 2. While this guy action, the fact that he wanted to get the empty lot doesn't really affect anything that happens in Kiwami. Well, I suppose you could argue that, oh, well, but there was like 20 years difference between the games. In the timeline, of course, not the actual development. So yeah, the Mike Morales, from what I heard, it's a standalone game, but it is not like a next Spider-Man game. I think what it's gonna be like when Uncharted 4 came out and was like the next Uncharted and was so fucking great looking and everything was good and new. And then there was Lost Legacy, which was kind of like a standalone DLC to the game. It was shorter than the Uncharted 4, it had a different character. But the look of the game was the same, it played the same. There was a different story. I think that's gonna be the same with Mike Morales. Go on and check it out. Gran Turismo 7. I can tell you a story about Gran Turismo. When I was a kid, I had Gran Turismo 2 on my PS2. And I played that game a lot. It was one of the few games I actually had like physical copies on PS2. I actually found it recently on my grandma's place. I still have it now, I guess. It's fun. I also found San Andreas on PS2 in a box. Kinda scratched up, but maybe it will still work. Yeah, he's dead already. Even when I was playing without the legend style, he was still kind of to beat. And he's dead. I'm the dragon of Dojima, not you middle-aged loser. Who didn't even... I hate the thing that they kind of made him like, oh, he's not very involved in the story. I bet he's not the main bad guy, and then he turns out to be the main bad guy. I think I prefer if he was more prominent throughout the whole story. Like, you know all these moments when Sagawa and Kuze show up just to fucking piss me off? I think I prefer if he was the one who would show up to piss me off, along with like Sagawa and Kuze, and he would be like, Kuze, deal with him or something like that. Then it would feel like, okay, this guy's in charge of all three of them or something, and he's like the most important one, and I wouldn't be like, oh, I don't give a fuck who he is. I would give a fuck. I don't know, whatever, I'm not a fucking storyteller or anything like that. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, I'm surprised the game doesn't have an innuendo in the subtitle, which all the other games did. Kinda disappointed. And, I did play Ratchet & Clank games before on a PS2. I don't remember which ones I played, actually. Oh, I forgot about him. He's dead, right? That's right, I forgot he died. Tachibana's dead. Just so they will explain why they didn't came back in the other games. Makoto didn't die, though. He left the country. Those are the only two ways a YAKUZA character can disappear. Either die or leave the country. That's it. And they're never heard of again. You're still alive? I have your blood on my hands. Just fucking kill the motherfucker. Do it, Kiryu. Don't show mercy now that he asked you to kill him just so you're like, no, I am above that. Fuck that, just kill him. Become a true YAKUZA, Kiryu, please. Don't fuck it up. You called your dad a bitch. Do it. Like, come on, do it. Do it. Nishiki, don't fucking interrupt. Nishiki, you fucking asshole, I told you not to interrupt. You can't kill people, Kiryu. You never did that before, apart from the whole ship of dead people. Nishiki, shut up. I don't think you're aware of how many people we fucking killed. I feel like you lived a life where you believe all these people we just fucking murdered on the ship are fine. Yeah, they probably got up and walked away. That's how it works. Yeah, I like the porn with the new character they're shown in the trailer. Whatever. Project Aphia. What the fuck is that? I don't even know. Stray. That looks kind of interesting. It's like a cyberpunk story where instead of people there are robots and you play as a cat. And it looks really cute. I love kitties. Returnal. Looks kind of lame. It looks like some kind of alien wannabe. I don't really like it. Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Now this looks like a, you know, you have Mario, and then you have Mario 3D World. It looks like this, but for Little Big Planet. It's just Mario 3D World. This is where the last episode ended. Majima was being the fucking assassin to death. And well, it's made by Sumo Digital, which Sumo Digital made Little Big Planet 3, which wasn't as good as Little Big Planet 2, or even 1. I mean, it was alright, but it wasn't great. Oh man, just kill him. At least Majima, you fucking crossed the line, come on. Ridiculous. And yeah, Sackboy: A Big Adventure looks cool. That one I definitely wanna fucking play. Destruction All-Star, it's like some kind of fucking Rocket League and Fortnite combined into one. I don't know, it looks like it could be interesting with the whole thing of how your car gets destroyed and you jump out of it, and maybe you can hijack someone else's car. So you can still stay alive? I don't know. Kenya, I don't know how it's pronounced. Bridge of Spirits. Looks like some kind of fucking... I don't know. Doesn't look very interesting in my opinion. Apparently it's supposed to be like a Zelda clone, but I thought of it more as like some kind of fucking... What's it called? Last Guardian kind of looking game. Now he smiles. Yeah, it was just for fun. Well, he's the one who shot Makoto. I'm not gonna let him live. Stabbing time. Use the knife for something. Come on. Nice. He down, man. What a switcheroo. He didn't kill them. Fuck this game. Hate this game. No one dies in it. Goodbye Volcano Height is really fucking weird. It looks fucking shit. Looks like fucking regular show, except worse. And apparently the creator of this game was like talking about hentai with people somewhere on the line. So I don't know what the fuck they're going for this game, but it looks stupid. Wait, what does this website I found have to say about it? After that, KOOP introduced Goodbye Volcano Height. According to the developer, it is a cinematic, choice-based narrative game set in the final years of high school for a bunch of dinosaur teens. Oh, they're dinosaurs. I thought they were just like some shitty dragons. Some shitty furry OCs. Well, what fucking dragon has fucking angel wings? What the fuck is that? Dinosaur teens on the cusp of graduation and the rest of their lives. As shown in the trailer, the game's theme is the end of an era and the start of a love story. Goodbye Volcano Height. I don't give a fuck about this shitty game. It looks garbage. Here you go, my opinion on it. Oddworld Soulstorm. If you're an Oddworld fan, then I bet you're happy. I've never been. I don't really care about this game. Ghostwire Tokyo also looked kinda lame. Jet, the Far Shore. The fuck is that? I don't even know what the fuck that's supposed to be. Godfall, this is a game I'm kind of interested in. It's made by Gearbox. who I don't exactly like, because Randy's possibly a pedophile, and also they made Alien Isolation and Duke Nukem Forever, so basically they ruined Duke Nukem. And about the Alien game I didn't give a fuck, but Duke Nukem I kinda did. And it's actually gonna come out this year, apparently. Holiday 2020. What holiday? I imagine you mean Christmas, right? Well, why the fuck is it holiday? There's many holidays in a year. What is available? Halloween 2020? Well, it's basically what's supposed to be. It's a fantasy-looking, melee-focused Borderlands. I mean, by Borderlands, I mean that the weapons and like gear is randomly generated. They're using that mechanic again, but in a different setting, which I'm interested in. Sure, I'm interested in this game. Solar Ash, Hitman 3. Okay, Hitman 3. I really liked Hitman 2. Not exactly 1, because I hate games that are like episode structured, because I just prefer to have a game, start it, beat it, and not wait for fucking episodes to come out, so I completely ignored Hitman 1. Hitman 2 I did play it, and I really liked. And Hitman 3? Yeah, keep an eye out for that. Astro Playroom. The Astro Playroom sounds weird because it sounds as if it's just a playroom. It sounds as if it's something that comes on your PS5 just to showcase, like, for example, all the options on your controller, like, oh, you got 6 axes and shit. You can move the controller to balance character, whatever, just to show off all the cool little deep things in your controller, or maybe your console itself. But I think it's supposed to be like a 3D platformer, except it's not a VR thing anymore. Like the original Astro Bot, was a VR game. This is like the game, a VR game that I really want to play. Well, I really want to play Half-Life Alyx, but I would have to get a computer that can run Half-Life Alyx, and then get the ridiculously expensive, you know, VR sets. Well, the PlayStation VR is slightly less expensive, still expensive, but slightly less. Little Devil Inside looks really fucking cool. It's like this game that has like this really grim looking atmosphere, but the characters are all like cute and like cuddly kind of looking. I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to be, but that's the game I'm actually really interested in. It looks really fun. Resident Evil Village, that one I'm interested in. It's basically Resident Evil 8. Yeah, I don't know why they're not calling it Resident Evil 8. It's just basically just 8. But it doesn't have an 8 in the title, so why the fuck the trailer starts with like a number, with the Roman numeral 8 being displayed in the word village? It takes place in some kind of Romanian village. I imagine all of Romania looks like the rest of the village, and apparently Ethan, the guy from Resident Evil 7, is gonna come back as the main character. So I guess they're gonna go for the atmosphere of Ethan being kind of a bitch and being scared of everything and not being a badass like Chris or Leon. So here we go. Progmata, which is a game that when I saw I thought it was like something Death Stranding related. Because the like astronaut guy that you play, like they shown at the beginning, he looks like the guy from the intro to Death Stranding, from the Kojima production intro. And I was like, that has to be Death Stranding, and it's like completely nothing. It's like a Capcom game. So Pragmata, what do you think about it? It's like Capcom's trying to make Death Stranding. The trailer's so confusing. It's like the guy gets abducted. There's like a little girl who's like a hologram. It's like a cat robot. Then the guy gets abducted into the sky or something, and then he shoots like a web gun at the something in the sky. Who the fuck is that at the table? Who is that? What, is he gonna kill someone? Well, he's definitely not gonna kill Shimano. Shimano's gonna live. You know what's another positive thing about me recording this now? At least when I'm gonna actually get to the point of the finale of Yakuza, I'll already have the finale, and I won't have to record it again. So Pragmata looks like Capcom's answer to Death Stranding. I'm also a little bit interested in it. NBA 2K21, sports games are bullshit, they're all the fucking same. This one's probably gonna be garbage too, filled with fucking bullshit microtransactions. Not even microtransactions. I would call this centi transactions, because they're not as small as microtransactions. Bug snacks, is the game everyone makes fun of because it's just like everyone's turning into like fruits and they eat each other. It looks really fun. It looks really cute. I have no idea what the fuck it's about. Apparently it's from the creators of Octodad, I believe. And Octodad was fun. It was a fun little quirky game. So I'm definitely interested in it. Demon Souls remake. Oh my god, my throat really fucking hurts right now. I was never big of a Dark Souls fan. I played 3. I played Bloodborne. Maybe I'll give the Demon Souls a try. Probably not gonna get it like immediately as it comes out. Probably somewhere maybe down the line when I won't have anything better to play. I'll give it a try. Deathloop looks pretty cool. I really like the characters. It's like some kind of assassin is stuck on a island where he can die, and every time he gets killed the loop repeats and he has to like figure out how to break out of the loop. That looks really interesting. I really like that. Horizon 2. It's called Horizon Forbidden West. I guess it's gonna take place in like a post-apocalyptic California. This guy was literally brought to this room just to get shot by Shimano. They probably didn't even have a conversation before I went in. They probably just sat here and he was like, he's gonna come in and I'm gonna shoot you, okay? And the guy wanted to die anyway, so he was like, yeah, sure. And that's all the games. Horizon 1 I really fucking liked. Except I played it before I ever figured out how to record footage from PS4. So I did, oh my ass, so I didn't record it, but I did beat it the whole game. Really liked it. Oh my back! Everything hurts. My chair is really uncomfortable. I don't have a gaming chair. I just got a normal fucking office chair at my desk. A gaming chair wouldn't even fit here, there's not enough space. And, oh good lord, my ass hurts. And we're not even halfway through the video. Maybe I'm just gonna stay silent for the rest of this video. My throat's gonna kill me. Oh man. So what did he said? I don't know, listen. You have my blessing. You can marry my daughter now. Majima Goro. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know what happened. What am I looking at? This is kind of interesting. I think we saw this guy before in the story, I don't remember, but this is the second patriarch of the Tojo clan. Which I'm not sure if the Tojo clan originated, so that makes the Tojo clan like about 100 years. 100 years? Well, this is 80 something. The game takes place in 85, I think? I don't remember. 88. I think it's 88. So it takes place in 88. And this is the second chairman, and he's pretty old, so let's assume he took over in like his 30s, and he's now in like 60s, and then was the first chairman, and let's assume he also ran for very long. So, at the very best, the Tojo clan is maybe started in like the 20s, 30s, so they're not very long. Unless maybe before they were like, they had a different structure, they didn't have chairmen, but they still existed, and they only just now begun having chairmen, and that's why there's only like 3 of them so far. Yeah, remember Sarah and Yakuza Kiwami? He was the leader of the Tojo clan. He gets killed off screen like a dumbass. Like, he's so important in the story, and then in the fucking Kiwami he just gets killed off screen. Well, they didn't even bother to make a little cutscene showing him getting shot or something. Bullshit. And yeah, I don't know. I ran out of things to say. Oh my fucking god. What's that music? He's gonna fight? He's gonna kill someone with a cane? Apparently it's the 5th anniversary of FNAF 4. Who cares? Bullshit. I don't even got anything on Twitter to talk about. No fucking nothing. Fuck me. Oh look, Kazama did show up in this game. I forgot. I actually forgot about that. Oh my fucking back. Oh, I did hit something else to say. So Yakuza 7, which funny enough, in Japan Yakuza is called Like a Dragon. And Yakuza 7 is called Like a Dragon 7. But in the Western release, it's not called Yakuza 7, it's called Yakuza Like a Dragon. Which is really funny, because it's Yakuza 7, Yakuza Like a Dragon, but Like a Dragon is actually the main title. Kinda reminds me of how Resident Evil 7 was called. It was Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. But in Japan it's called Biohazard Resident Evil. Because in Japan, Resident Evil is called Biohazard. And Resident Evil 7 subtitle being Biohazard, they just swapped the placement, and that's kind of funny in my opinion. I should have bought 2 monsters. I should have bought a whole... I don't have that kind of money for that. Just fucking spend on Monster Energy drinks. Die of a heart attack. I was making fun of my friend a long time ago when we were playing Counter-Strike, and he like drank 2 of them in a row, and his hand just started twitching, and I was like, oh, you got a fucking aimbot in your hand. Making fun of him. Check it out, Kiryu took off his... I mean, wait, he has a different outfit on.
Oh, Kiryu!
Wait a minute, is that when Kiryu put on his red shirt, grey jacket combo?
今日風間のおやさんの面会に行ってきたんだろう復帰のことも話したのか
So Sarah is the 3rd chairman, and Kiryu is actually the 4th chairman. But he only ran for like 1 day and he quit like a little bitch. And I don't know, if I was Kiryu I would fucking run it. I don't know why he quit it, he would be a fucking good leader. Everyone listens to him, and maybe they did it because the story would have been kind of weird, like that Kiryu is the kind of the leader of everyone. There'd be like no one that would, you know. Who would be the villain if he's like the most important person? There would have to be like another fucking clan. And there is the Oda, whatever. Alliance, not association. I fucking called them the Oda Association last episode. They're called Alliance. Forgot. This is the 3rd hour I'm sitting in here recording. At least we're halfway through. Yeah, so Kiryu got his cool grey jacket, red shirt. I actually don't like this fucking outfit. I like it slightly better than the one he had through the whole game. The white suit and the orange shirt combo. I didn't really like that at all. My favorite Kiryu outfit was the black suit he had at the beginning of this game. That was my favorite one. But yeah, other outfits he has, I don't really like all that much. There's some weird fucking fascination with this game and that fucking... that big jacket, the parka one, that... what was his name again? The guy who was like trying to protect Makoto at the beginning and then he died in an explosion. He had that jacket. Then later in Yakuza 3, when Seijima gets out of prison, he has that jacket. And then later in, I don't remember, Yakuza 5, I guess, Kiryu wears that jacket. So what the fuck is with this jacket? Is it the same one? Is it just like that's a popular jacket in Japan? What the fuck is with the deal with this outfit? Is the character designer of this game just really fucking likes those jackets? I can see that. I really like long coats. If I made a game, I'd probably give everyone long fucking coats. If it wasn't looked, if I didn't have weird looks, if I put on something like that, I would wear a long coat. But they would all be like, what am I, a school shooter? What am I, a Nazi? I wanna look like an SS man? Weird looking, but it looks so fucking cool, man. Maybe if I was old, I'd wear something like that. If I was old, then no one would care if I'm dressed weird. They would just assume that I'm either old or delusional or whatever the fuck. Check it out, I got a different outfit and no one noticed. I'm so sad. No one noticed my sick look that I'm gonna rock for the next 30 fucking years. He just got it the other day. No big deal. And spoke to him. He said, "Wear me for 30 years." And no, it wasn't cool. It looked stupid. This one looks stupid too. I don't like it. I don't like the color palette. I don't like the fact that there's so much gray on this outfit. Nothing to break the look of him. The only thing that breaks this look is the belt buckle and his hair. If his shoes were slightly different shade of gray, I would like that. Then I would be fine with it. But no, the shoes, why the fuck? The shoes have to be the same color as the rest of the outfit. That's not a good idea. Am I just a fascist? I mean, a fashionista. Yeah, I'm a fascist. Because I know a lot of fashion. No, I don't know fashion, but even I look at this and I'm like, the shoes should be different fucking shade. I'm not saying the shoes should be entirely black or white, especially not white, but like a darker shade of gray would totally fit. If he had a blue shirt, then dark shade of blue would have been cool on his shoes. For example, Majima. What would you say Majima color palette is? It's black and yellow. Yellow. Mostly his color palette is black. He has black pants, black shoes, black gloves, a black eye patch, black hair, black beard. But then he has a shirt that's black mixed with yellow because it's like a snake jacket. Snake skin jacket. That he got as a gift from Sagawa, apparently. Stupid. Why would Sagawa buy him a snake jacket? It's actually kind of like Nishiki's shirt right now. Nishiki has a cool suit. What would you say Nishiki's color palette is? He has a red suit. It's mostly the crimson red. Then the secondary color would be like black and then yellow. So, you know, like mostly he has crimson suit, crimson pants, not sure about his shoes because I can't see them. And then to break it up a little bit, he has, you know, an open suit. You can see his shirt, it's all like dark and yellow, and he has dark hair, dark belt buckle. I'm not sure about his shoes, but I think they were dark too. And it just all plays well together, but then fucking Kiryu's outfit looks stupid, and here you go, Majima looks like he should look. Huh? Taki's jacket. This is fucking awesome. He's gone. Except, he looks weird because he doesn't have a goatee, he doesn't have a beard. So it looks like Majima, but not exactly. In the later games he has a different eye patch, or he has a snake on his eye patch. I always feel like that's a little much. A snake on an eye patch, so he's called the Mad Dog. His tattoo is a devil, he's a snake, jacket, snake on his eye patch. What is he going for? Which one of these he's gonna choose? The Mad Dog? Well, that's just a nickname, you can ignore that, okay. Tattoo? He probably didn't fucking chose to have a devil, so I guess he associates himself with like a snake. He's a snake, he's unpredictable. I mean, is a snake unpredictable? I guess you cannot predict that the snake's gonna leap at you when it's like hisses and seems like it's ready to fucking bite you. Some fucking snake experts could probably predict what a snake's gonna do. Here's a scene I really don't like, because it seems like, well, okay, well, let me just... First of all, let the scene play, and then I'm gonna explain why I find it fucking weird and don't really like it. Sagawa ended up being like my friend, even though he tried to torture me and he was a huge dick to me at the beginning. And now he's my buddy. It's like my kind of annoying uncle that in the end does helps me out.
確かにな。まあ、お互い敵も多い意味だ。せいぜい死なないように頑張ろうぜ。
And another thing, I was saying that I think this design of Majima, but with the goatee, slightly better with the goatee, it's like my favorite, isn't it just one of my favorite, maybe my favorite, just design of a character overall. It's just everything balanced so perfectly. He even has a stupid haircut. But you don't give a fuck about his stupid haircut because it looks badass because the rest of him is so badass. He is badass, he's crazy, everything else about him is badass apart from the haircut, that you don't even pay attention to the haircut. If they try to go for like a cool haircut, then that would be too much. They'd be like, oh man, how cool this guy can be. Next thing they're gonna do is give him a scar on his still good eye. See, this is the reason he went crazy. He just doesn't want to. He just doesn't want anyone to tell him what to do. Also, when did Majima get his own family? That should be explained. I still think there should be a YAKUZA game set in the 90s, just to like show you what happened to Kuze, maybe. Show him how Majima got his family. It could have been like just Majima game. That would have been interesting. This is a scene I don't like.
はあ、ずいぶん早いお迎えだね。
The Omi Alliance.
さ、俺も行くか。な。
You know who these three people were? They were the game story writers, and they realized that they didn't get rid of Sagawa, and they somehow had to explain why is he gone in the next game. And they were like, let's go behind him and shoot him in the face. That's what we're gonna do to him. How many fucking cutscenes can you play after the ending? Who is this now? Look, it's Makoto and the nurse who was helping her before. Apparently, she became good friends with the nurse. Except who the fuck is the nurse? Slap. Yeah. Well, Makoto, you might be thinking like, wasn't she blind? She is. She just has like bad eyesight. Because the thing was, Makoto lost eyesight due to like trauma. It's not like her eyes got damaged. It was like psychological trauma that apparently caused her to go blind, which I guess is a thing. I mean, why wouldn't it be? It sounds possible. And now she sees, but not very well. She sees okay enough to walk on her own. And now she became a trained killer, and she's gonna kill those two guys with her eyesight. She's like Cyclops in X-Men. She's just gonna like take off her eye lenses and gonna shoot lasers. She specializes in bitch slap, martial arts style. Man, am I sick of this fucking stalking. Sir? Are those my fucking lackeys? Oh my god, it's my not ever girlfriend. Majima, you're a fucking moron, by the way. You never told her your fucking name, you stupid idiot. I still fucking hate that little thing. That he never told her his name, really? Well, he just forgot. He maybe thought, oh, I thought I told you my name. And then, oh, I'm sorry. And he never did that. She never asked, he never asked, no one cares. At least if he said like, okay, I'm never gonna tell her my name, because that's just gonna, you know, be dangerous or whatever. Fun fact, somewhere apparently in the 90s, again, this is why I think there should be a YAKUZA game set in the 90s. I see, he was about to say his name and he punched him. But she didn't know his name, so why did he stop him from saying his name? I don't get it still. Why is he looking so creepy? The thing is, she never saw him, she never learned his name. So she only fucking knows his voice. And that's probably why he doesn't speak to her now? But he just fucking stands there and acts so creepy and scary looking. He does fucking look scary. I'd be fucking terrified if someone walked up to me like that. I'm not gonna pretend to be a badass like, I'll kick his ass. No, I would fucking piss myself. And he just stands there and looks at her. Ah man, I've done a lot of things. I was about to kill her at some point. I saved her, dude. I'm the hero. I looked up snake jackets because unironically I kinda wanna get a jacket like this. But I looked it up and you know, this jacket here looks really nice, but the jackets I've seen on stores, they look gross and slimy. They look like they're taken straight out of a snake and made into a jacket, and I really don't like that. But a snake skin pattern on a jacket, now that does look cool. And I saw different ones, so it's like, if I'm ever gonna buy a jacket like that, I could get something, a snake pattern, but I wouldn't have to get one specifically like Majima, so people wouldn't accuse me of just being such a fucking Yakuza fanboy that I'm soon gonna put on a fucking eye patch for no reason, even though my eyes are fine. Then I'm gonna make a bald haircut, walk around in fucking skinny leather jeans and shoes with metal on them, and leather gloves, and without a shirt, even though I'm not in any shape to walk around without a shirt and look fine. And also I'm gonna get a tattoo like that. You know what tattoo like Majima has? I kind of would want to go. That's a fucking awesome looking tattoo. Wait, when Majima took off his shirt, his tattoo was completely colored, right? So I guess Majima was in the Yakuza game for way longer than Kiryu? Oh man. Oh yeah, I gotta pay attention to the whole time limit. You know what, I'm just gonna reset it now. Here you go, now I don't need to time it right. And I don't fucking feel like doing this. And by doing this, I don't mean this let's play, I just was sitting here for way too long. It started around 12 o'clock, and now it's 3 after morning. I was here for 3 hours. Yeah, about right, 3 hours. Because each episode I recorded today was an hour long. 3 hours of sitting on my ass in this uncomfortable fucking chair. Without any ventilation and my windows closed, just to make sure not any fucking stupid noise gets from the outside, just to interrupt the recording. And I hate summer. It's always hot during summer, obviously. And I fucking hate that. I hate summer. I wish it was snowing during summer. I'm gonna move to Alaska. They probably summer snow all the fucking year. It'd be nice. I could wear cool jackets where nobody could tell that I'm a fat ass underneath. Cause it's like I'm at this level of being fat where it's like if I have a shirt on you can't really tell if I'm fat or not. But if I don't, then you can totally obviously tell that I'm fat. But it's like if I maybe inhale air, I almost look I'm not. Like I'm on a fucking, like I'm balancing the line of being normal, not exactly skinny like Majima, but normal and fat. But I'm mostly on the fat side. I don't know why I'm fucking telling you all that, I just really fucking ran out of things to say. And Majima never saw her again until Kiwami 2. But let's not fucking spoil Kiwami 2. We'll get to it at some point. That whole Majima saga, I believe, it was done exclusively just to fucking do the thing where Majima meets Makoto again, and then she realizes that, oh, that's the guy who fucking saved me during the 80s? Oh man. Jesus Christ, cause there was this whole thing about her having a watch. She got like a little watch in this game, right? And then in Yakuza Kiwami 2 Majima Saga, Majima goes to that massage parlor. Makoto still works there. She gives him a massage. She tells him about the watch because he like looked at it and he was like, oh. And she's like, oh, you like my watch? Let me tell you where I got it, and something like that. And then like it's kind of like all weird and like destroyed. I think she just has it because she this means a lot to her or something. And then Majima gets her like a fixed version of it, and she's like, oh my god, I just put everything together. That was the guy who saved my life back then. Got nothing, got lighter. Just a lighter with no gas in it. That's my dad's Zippo lighter and it has iced tea on the bottom. I don't know where he got it. He got it at an iced tea concert. That's probably not the case. So I don't fucking think iced tea ever played in where I live. Why the fuck would he? Nice music, credits. I love this game, but the story gets a little too fucking complicated with everyone having a subplot. Just think about it. Tachibana has a subplot of him being a Chinese immigrant, blah blah blah. Oda has a side plot of him becoming friends with Tachibana. There's a whole side plot of the Chinese underground, whatever the fuck. There's a subplot with Makoto. I mean, there's not a subplot. There's just like every fucking character has a subplot in this game. Dojima family patriarch Sohei Dojima became guardian of the Tojo clan chairman Sarah, but soon falls from grace. His captain, blah blah blah, Kazuma assumes de facto control of the family, leaving Dojima to languish in his glorious past. On one stormy night in 1995, a gunshot, blah blah blah, following Takashi, blah blah blah, retirement, Nikio, son from President Masaru Serra, rises to Tojo clan chairman. There he enjoys a long and stable regime over Eastern Japan Yakuza. His political connections earn a great deal of money for the Tojo clan coffers, but in 2005 his actions sent the clan into another chaotic upheaval, and he gets killed off screen like a dumbass. Shimano dies at a fucking dock. Or something, I don't remember who he died. He died at a dock in a fist fight with Kiryu. I think like someone threw a grenade at him. No wait, I think it's Kazama who shot him in the face? Yeah, I think that was the case. Which is interesting because in Kiwami 2 you find out that Shimano and Kazama were like partners in assassinations. They were like both assassinating people. Dojima family captain Shintaro Kazama became a stalwart ally of Chairman Sarah with a significant influence in the clan in 1995 as an event began to shake the foundation of the Tojo clan. Kazama rises to the patriarch in the position of power. Kazama begins to guide the Tojo clan fate with all the finest, blah blah blah. His hair looks weird. Kazama's hair looks like he always has a piece of hair going down. In 2005, Nishiki goes all evil and fucky girls are molded and he tries to kill me. That's about it. Nishiki becomes a changed evil villain. Under the age of Sarah and the Tojo clan, the area around the empty lot underwent a dramatic revitalization. Today a new emblem of Kamurocho stands proudly atop that store, the Millennium Tower. Goro Majima rejoins the Shimano family as its captain, where his furiosity earns him the title Mad Dog of Shimano. Fearless and unconquerable, his legends rise those of Dragon of Dojima. Majima continues to play a wild card role in the events of the shape of the Yakuza. Alongside his own brother, Taiga Seijima, he eventually became an unpredictable pillar of the Tojo clan. Seijima becomes important in like 3, 4, 5. And he shows up a little bit in 6. Kazuma Kiryu rises, blah blah blah, you know what fucking what it was. See, there could be some shit that happens in the 90s. They don't exactly explain. It could take place just before the night when Kiryu goes to prison. How much more of this fucking... Just 7 minutes? Ah, jeez. Still too much. My throat's killing me, Jesus fucking Christ. Oh yeah, I was watching Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. Again, I did see it as a kid, but my memory of that movie was like foggy, so I rewatched it. And man, I love action scenes. Like the fucking action scene when they are on a plane, right? And the plane kind of like starts spinning around. They're climbing on the plane, off of the plane. Then they like knock over some gasoline tanks and fucking plane sets on fire and they fight and the guy gets killed by the fucking motor on the fucking plane. It's all fucking awesome. Marianne was fucking cool. She was like a perfect balance in my opinion of being pretty badass and also being a damsel in distress most of the time, but she was like a damsel in distress that doesn't take no shit from anyone. So I guess that was like a good balance of her being kind of like Indy's love interest, but also kind of could possibly work on her own. At the end they showed them both going off somewhere, but you kind of know in the Temple of Doom, which I think was the second Indiana Jones, and she's not there anymore, so what the fuck happened? I guess he dumped her. I'm not sure if she can come back at Crystal Skull, I don't remember. Then there was a scene with them on the trucks, when they're delivering the Ark to like an island, and Kiryu jumps on the fucking Indiana Jones jumps on the trucks and he like climbs underneath, and that's pretty cool. The whole scene with him sneaking around like a dog where they park the fucking submarine was cool. Everything about the movie is great. The opening, the iconic fucking opening that every fucking parody movie has to parody with the folder, iconic. You can't fucking say anything about it, just iconic. I mean, you can't say stuff about it. Like what, that's good? Yeah, it's good. The guy who played the guy who didn't throw India whip and died like a second ago, like after that. He played Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2. That's pretty cool. I like Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2. I wonder if he played anything else important and I didn't realize. That'd be cool to play Dr. Octopus in some kind of Spider-Man 3. Like the new Spider-Man. Marvel Spider-Man. I don't know what it would be called. And something home related, I guess. Spider-Man Home Alone, that's what it's gonna be called. And the finale, as a kid, I remember I was scared of that, especially the scene where the Nanzi with the burnt hand melts, because there's like the part of that they made his lips out of, it just like smelts, and it's like red, so it looks like blood, like it's not only melting, but like blood leaking out of him, and it's fucking terrifying. It looks still kind of scary nowadays, but you kind of know how they did it, and it's just kind of silly looking. Ark, I mean, I like how Indiana Jones like tries to be realistic, but it does get these mystical elements, like the Ark, right? Obviously being like a magical object of Christian religion, whatever. The scene, I guess my least liked part is when they're kind of digging in the desert. It's like the only interesting scene that happens is when they get thrown into that pit with the snakes and they have to get out of there. Well, that's like the least, I don't know, exciting, because Indiana Jones fights the snakes, trying to avoid them. The whole part when they're like running around the town and Indy shoots the guy with the sword, and he's like doing old tricks with a sword to look intimidating, and he shoots them. That's great too. I was thinking, how did they train the monkey so well to do all this cool stuff? That's a cool monkey. And then it died. So yeah, fuck the monkey, man. One scene I liked and my dad noticed one time when we were watching the movie. When there's a scene when Indy has the rocket launcher and he stands on the hill and he's like, I'm gonna destroy it. The Nazi guy, I don't even know what the fuck his name was, I always called him the hand Nazi because he was the one with like a burnt symbol on his hand. The medallion. Which I don't even know, like, did that symbol, the fact that he had a symbol burned on his hand ever came in handy? Or was that just his recognizable sign now that he has he has the medallion burned on his head? I guess they made a copy with the medallion with his hand, but like what, they made a mold of the medallion with just the fucking burned skin on his hand? That's fucking stupid. How did they make the whole medallion with that? Because the medallion has two sides, not just one. So what, did he just mirror that? That sounds stupid, I don't know. And in the beginning, in the bar scene, that was pretty cool too. I didn't really care for all the scenes that take place in America and the university that Indy's at. I did always like the little thing how one of the students was like, I love you, and eyelids, and she's like blinking, so Indy can read that. Except I was thinking like, Indy has glasses and she's sitting like 2 meters away from him and those are really small letters. Can you fucking read that? Maybe the reason he looked at her like that is because he noticed she has something on her eyelids and he wasn't sure what the fuck that it said. This is not a cool scene yet. That's a really cool scene. Because if you didn't have enough fucking scenes after the finale, now you have scenes after credits too. With Makoto giving flowers to her dead brother. I don't know, I mean, I guess it had to be revealed. I didn't get to that part yet, because again, I'm recording this after episode 33. And I guess before episode 34. So I'm not even sure what the fuck happens before this finale exactly. Because it's been a while since my original playthrough when I beat the whole game. And another thing oh yeah, in that scene where he has a rocket launcher, the Nancy guy with the hand Nancy, right? You can see in the background that he just like sits on a rock and he like fucking blows his nose. Like he seems to just completely not give a fuck. Like he was like, oh finally we stopped, I gotta blow my nose. And he goes to do that and he like doesn't even realize that there's Indiana Jones on a hill with a rocket launcher. He was like really weird. And the first, the scene, like he shows up and he's like, I'm going to burn your place. And then that completely backfires on him because he burns his hand, he jumps out of a window, everything goes to shit. His man dies, the people he hired from the village die, everybody dies apart from him, Indy, and Marion. You know, and the fucking ridiculous stuff. It seemed like he was almost like gonna be intimidating and scary, but then he was just fucking stupid and annoying, kind of. That was the French guy, forgot his name actually. Something started with B. I don't remember. Oh look! She's like, what the fuck is this sound? It's a bomb. No, apparently. Under fucking ground. Someone, I don't know if it happened in a scene before. I think it did happen in a scene before. I think she mentioned how she lost the watch. She's in the empty lot, right? You'll follow. Hope you fucking follow because it's really stupid. And look, she starts digging in the ground with her bare hands. You can even see the dirt on her hands. That's gross. And there's a package. It was packaged. Who the fuck left it there packaged? I am assuming Majima. Kinda sounds like he would do such a thing. And what, he knew when she's gonna come? Did he had its remote start playing a song? It's a new watch for her because the last one she had apparently broke. You know, this is what I was saying before, that she has a watch that she keeps very close to her heart. Yeah, oh my god, I'm really sick of talking. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, Indiana Jones. I like Indiana Jones. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Really like it. All the scenes, all the action scenes. There was one more action scene that I really liked. No, I think not. That was a different Indiana Jones movie when they were like fighting on a plane that was flying and like Indiana Jones punched someone out of a window. Look, it's Majima. Scary, spooky. Jesus Christ. I'd be terrified to walk on the same side of the street as him. And remember how I was complaining that Majima never run into Kiryu? Yeah, I got chills on my back. This scene is so fucking awesome. I'm gonna shut up actually, this is so fucking cool. Chills on my back, holy shit. Sitting through these credits and all these scenes was worth it. Just for this. Finally, they run into each other.
Yo.
Except how did he knew him and he immediately just knew who he is? I guess it's just a little bit like a joke. Another reason why they could have made a YAKUZA set in the 90s. Because in Kiwami, Kiryu mentions how much shit Majima put him through before. And you never see that in this game. So I'm assuming they do have some more stuff that happened in between this game and Kiwami that they could maybe explore. Maybe they do wanna explore it at some point. I don't know. I'm always open to prequels. You know, I really like prequels, but like when they like follow a character. For example, if you had a YAKUZA game where you play as Kazama, you know, in it's like early days, that would have been kind of cool. Game finished. Next series, by the way, I forgot to mention. I think I mentioned it before, but the next series after this one is Borderlands 1. And no, I don't fucking care. Do whatever you want. It's not even my footage anyway. You can see it's from a. This is footage from a game capture card. So see you fellas in the next series. Bye.